Hi and welcome to another NET Vapor review. Today's review is another mouse too long RTA tank. And there it is. It's called Asvape Zeta. Although on the tank it says something else, Equitis, but it's called as the Asvape Zeta mouse too long RTA. One of my subscribers, his name is Shane Hakeley, has recommended this tank. So I did some searching on it. I thought if it's a good RTA, I'm all for trying something good. And it's a very understated tank. It's not a lot of information about it, not so many reviews about it. I came across somebody who owns it, and he told me he's very happy with it. There's a few things one has to know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera angle it lower, so like this we can go through it. So here we go. Right, so first of all we'll go through right from the beginning. In short, the reason why I'm showing this box, besides that it looks nice, there is a way to open it that it took me a few good minutes to work out. It doesn't push out, it doesn't shove out. It actually, you move it sideways. You hold it like this, and it comes out. It took me quite a while to figure this out. So if you want to get one of these, so this is the way to open it. Right, okay, so in the box obviously you've got the tank, and you've got another little box full of you've got a squonk pin, you've got some O-rings, and you've got a ceramic piece that actually goes on the tank. And I'll show you that in a minute. It's already on the tank, and this is what it looks like. I'll show it to you in a minute. And then you've got some coils. I didn't want to use the coils that came with it. It looks a bit, it looks like one is nickel and one is steel. I'm not sure. One is Kental and nickel. I'm not sure they're combined. You can see the two colors and with the same coil. I mean, if you can see, the legs of the coil are white. Yeah. How would I show it to you? It's so tiny. I need some black background. You see the legs is white and the coil itself is dark. So I'm not sure what kind of coils are these. I'm going to use my own coils. I used my own coils. I already put in one coil. Okay, we'll sort that out soon. What else you get with it? Oh, you get a screwdriver, very nice one, with Asvape on the leg of it written. Okay, so let's go through now the tank. Now I already put in a coil in here because it's very difficult for me to do it without getting my eyes fairly close to it, but it's very simple. The deck comes without this, so you just put this on top of it. It's got two like little latches on the white ceramic. I'll show you. If you can see, it's got like two legs to it, two little latches, and those actually go in to either side of the holes where you mount your coil. Now this is a postless deck, so what you do is I use these coils, a 1 ohm core Clapton, and I cut the legs. Very simple. I did another wrap, just a half more wrap to get it sort of looking like an A, and then I put my fingers right on top of the coil, and Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. Let me just take out the tool. This is a 2.5 mil. So I just simply wrapped another half a wrap. Yeah, like this. So you get like standing this way. And then I put my finger on top of the coil and close my fingers right on top of the legs of the coil, and I cut them where my fingers end. That is a very good indication to what size you need to mount your coil in here. It's very easy. You just put your coil on the tip of your fingers, close your fingers, and just cut the legs where your fingers end. So then what you end up is a coil with the legs this way, and I just put in, and in here you've got 2 screws. They're so small. Here, one you got screw here, and then the other side, and you just put them in, hold your finger on top, and just lock the 2 bolts, the screws, and that's it. It's all done. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wick it now, and it's very easy to do. I mean, it's very, very simple. You just mount the coil in, leg here, leg there, tighten the screws on either side, and then you just put in your tool, lift up a bit, tighten it up, make sure it's not touching the ceramic underneath. If you can see underneath the coil, you got this golden pin. That's where your airflow is. And on the sides is the juice wells. It's a very easy way to do. So I'm going to just wick this and just put on my reading glasses. And let's wick it. See, it's a 2.5 mil, so it's quite small, so you don't want to overwick it. Yeah, I think this is perfect. I'm going to thin this one out anyways. Now, to cut it, you have to, if you look carefully, over here, you got your juice well. Over here. But the juice well is hollow underneath. So, meaning where your cotton goes in here, and the juice well is below. You'll see in a minute when I cut it, you see what I'm talking about. It's very easy. Okay, so what you do is you lower your cotton all the way to the bottom of the deck. It gives you an idea where to cut it. And the same here. And I discovered another thing. The best cotton to use for pure NETs that I'm going to use this tank for is this one here, Cotton Bacon Prime. I find this absorbs the liquid, and for some reason with NETs it's a bit better than the normal Japanese pads for some reason. Yeah, let's fluff this up. And now what you do is you simply mount them in. I'll mount it on my side, and then I'll just cut a bit on either side just to make it a bit thinner. And the other side as well. Because you don't want them too thick. And you just mount them in. I'll show you in a minute when I'm done. So now if you can see, the cotton is actually going into the juice well where it belongs, but then it goes below, and that's where the juice is. And this cavity here is the juice all around. So the wick is wicking up from below to the coil. Let's do the other side. It's a bit of a small deck, but for me it's a problem, because for me to look close up is not easy. It's, you know, age, I suppose. But if I look close up, I can see it. Okay, so what you end up is like this. And now a nice mound, and the tails of the cotton are going underneath where the ring is, holds it in place, and then the juice comes along around and it sucks it up beautifully. And the coil has got a bit of gap, if you can see, is a bit of a gap between the coil and the deck itself. You don't have to use this this white addition. You could also use without it. Also, so this comes too, so you could either use it or you don't. They say it's better flavor, so I did use it. Also, if you look in the dome itself, you can see one as well. You can take this out. I tried to take it out, but it was a bit difficult. I didn't want to damage it, so I left it. So apparently this also adds to the flavor. Okay, it's all wicked. I mean, you can see the way it looks. So when you mount the coil, you don't have to worry that it's too low. You just simply afterwards use your tool, just lift it a bit. After you tighten the screws, obviously, you lift it a bit, straighten it out, make sure it's a bit above, like a millimeter above the, you can see there's a gap above the airflow hole, and the cotton is tucked on either side nicely. Now for this, I'm going to use one of Best Sig liquid, 100% pure NET. I'm not sure if this will be, I've got a review on this liquid. This is the Golden Virginia. It's absolutely excellent. So I'm not sure if this review will be before or after this review, but either way it will be on my channel shortly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to moisten the coil. And moisten the wick. This is 70 VG. If you use 50 VG, then you can use the normal Japanese cotton, you know, the Muji. But since this is a bit thicker, so I'm using the cotton bacon that I find absorbs the liquid a bit better. I would like to hear your experience with that as well. Now what I do as well, I moisten a bit the legs that's sticking out, you know, the cotton tails on the bottom as well. So like this, everything is nicely moistened. And we'll mount the tank on top. So before I mount the tank, to put in your liquid is quite simple. You just unscrew the cap and let's see what coil it came up to as. 0.98. 0.98. This is a 1 ohm coil, so we're not far off. And you can use their screwdriver to open up the screws for your coiling. Let's go back on top. I'll just change my glasses again. Right, so the tank is all ready to vape. Really, I just want to fill up the tank. This nozzle is a bit thick, and there's another thing, you can't really see how much liquid you got, because as you can see it's fairly dark. You can only see when you run low, you can see a level of your juice by the lower window, the yellow window, but so if you got a chubby e-liquid bottle, you might find it a bit difficult, but if you can get it right. Okay, I put in enough in there for now. Cover this up. Now the mouthpiece is a mouse to long mouthpiece, 510, and you just pull it out so you can put anything you want. But I like this mouthpiece, it's a very comfortable mouthpiece. Okay, so let's vape it and let's see how the flavor is. Oh, the airflow. Over here you've got a full airflow opening, and if you it clicks, so you get clicks. I don't know if it's pouring outside, I don't think you can hear it now, but you get these clicks, so you know roughly where you know where to stop. I like it nearly closed because the airflow here is quite an airy flow. Superb flavor. So you could even do a restrictive direct to long. But if you want as a mouth to long, you need to close it. I nearly close it nearly till the end. I don't know if you can see it on this camera. It's really nearly closed. I even have to close even further. Nearly closed. Now it's a proper mouth to long. It holds 2.5 mil. So what I do is I fill up the tank until I see the liquid is coming up from the second hold. From the second, so you got two inputs for liquid. Yeah, so I put in one until it comes up from the other side. So because the air, when you put in the liquid on one side, the air is coming out the other until, so then I know it's completely full. And when to know when you're running low is you look through this window on the bottom here, and then you can see the holes of the airflow in the chimney. So you know that the liquid should not go below those holes. I don't know why on the tank it says Aquatus, if you can see. It doesn't say anywhere Zeta. I think only on the base next to the 510 pin. It says here, you see, Zeta. But on the tank itself, it says Aquatus, A-E-Q-U-I-T-A-S. Interesting that. But it's on the box itself, it says Zeta as well. So this tank I picked up from Vaper for £14.99. This is a little gem for that kind of money. I mean, look how nice it looks. It looks different, that's for sure. I mean, look at the difference between the K-Phone and this. Massive difference. So if you're looking, I can put this on a smaller mod. I just simply had this mod in hand. But if you have a small little mod or a stick or anything, it's a tiny device, a tiny tank, and it holds 2.5 mil. The best part is the flavor. The flavor is really, really good. It's a concentrated flavor. It gives you the flavor you expect from that e-liquid, very intensely. I don't want to go too much on the flavor of this e-liquid because I don't know if the review of this liquid, the Golden Virginia 100% naturally extracted tobacco from Best Sig liquid, will be before the review of this tank or after. So we'll wait for that, but I can just tell you the flavor here is superb. Yep, a very nice little tank. I'm very pleased with it. I already recommended it to a few people as well, and they're also very happy with it. It looks nice, it's different, it's easy to coil and to wick, it's easy to fill, easy to clean. You just take everything out, just clean it under the tap. It's very, very easy. And you can use the ceramic plate if you want, or if you don't. I'm using it because it seems to be a better flavor. I didn't try without it, so I'm not sure. It's nitpicking. I wouldn't try it with or without. I'll just put it in. That's it. I'm happy with the flavor. The only thing, the only con I can find here is the airflow. If you like it airy, it's perfect. If you like it really tight, you nearly have to close it fully. Completely fully, and it's black tanks. It's very difficult to come up on camera, but it's nearly closed completely. Don't know if it'll focus. It's nearly closed completely. So you close it nearly completely, you get a proper mouse to long. But if you want a direct along, open it fully. But that, I'll just speak another minute about this, because some people ask me, could you sub-ohm 100% pure NET? And the answer is definitely not, because the wattage is just too high on a sub-ohm tank or an RDA. You need lower wattage for pure tobaccos, and you don't want too much of a lower ohm. You need 1 ohm and above. The maximum I'll go down is 0.8 for a good tobacco. But the advantage with these tanks is they can do a direct to long on a mouth to long tank, so you're getting simply a lot more of the flavor in one go. That's the advantage of these type of tanks. Okay, I think I went through everything with this tank. If you have any comments or any questions, leave them below. I would love to hear your experience if you have one of these tanks. And thank you, Shane, for recommending it. Very good tank. Just tighten it even more. The flavor is superb. Small, compact, looks different, looks nice, excellent flavor, and very, very competitively priced. £15. You can't go wrong, £15, such an RTA. Thank you for watching. Until the next review, take care. Bye-bye for now.